Well, I put some together. I put some together. No, put together some. I put together some links you could take advantage of to really get money. I mean, and don't forget, money from the government is not only for the poor. The rich get more money from the government than the poor do. And actually, right now with the new budget, they're trying to cut out the the money for the poor and the middle class so they could give more money to the rich. So don't think that everybody's getting government money is just poor folks. Uh, and it's not that way at all. The average person in America gets an average of $18,000 per person every year. Now, that's not changing this year at all. It goes up every year because it's baked in the system. And even the two guys who are running the show now, well, I guess it's down to one, Trump and Elon. They're the biggest, benefactors of government money than anyone else you could think of. Man, Trump made his whole empire based on government programs. These are HUD programs, and his whole fortune, his family fortune, is based around government money programs. His dad was, doing real estate programs that helped people, and so they gave me a lot of grants to do that. He still does it, and he's doing it now. You read his book. His first book he came out with, The Art of a Deal or something, talks about his first $1 million deal was with a government property in Cincinnati. And Elon Trump, he gets $6 or $8 million every day from the government, through his businesses and everything and all that. So I put together a couple of things that you probably never heard of that the government is giving out money for. Like there's a new energy efficiency grant. Now they're trying to get rid of it, but it looks like it's not going to happen. And it's there. It's in the code anyway. But you could get up to $40,000 to make your home more energy efficient. Okay, and what that does, the reason for that is to cut down your utility bills. Okay, and so that's a $40,000. That's a lot of money. That's a grant. And there's no income requirement. So millionaires are applying to this. Now listen to this data. There's the bottom 25% of America. The first year was available was in 2023. The poorest 25% got less than $1 billion of that. The top 25% got $5 billion. So the top 25% got 85% or 65% of all the money. See, the rich know the system and they use it, and they're getting most of the money on these programs. And the people down on the bottom have no idea. They're getting the least amount of money, even though they're eligible for it. But when somebody's getting the top 25% gets 65% of the money, and the bottom 25% gets 1% of the money. Now, and it's, to me, ironic, this program is for people to cut their energy bills. Now, I don't think the top 25%, like lowering your energy bill is the number one priority for them, but they're getting a shitload, lot more money for it than the bottom, who the bottom 1% certainly are worried about energy bills, the utility bills. So that's it. So you got to do some work to do it. And that's what we do. And you can't use Google. That's why letsgohelp.com is there to help people individually find all the government programs they have. We have 15,000 members now that help each other find this. And they're live every day on Zoom calls. You can log in and ask questions of people who got this money, so you can too. Now that's just one of them. Okay, here's another one where money is at every state. They gave out $10 billion to the states for them to invest in new business ideas and to give existing businesses money. Okay, this is $10 billion. So you could get $20,000 to do something there. Now that's called the Small Business Credit Initiative. Brand new money, that's out there locally. Now, if you want to know where to get that locally, go to this website, sba.gov/local-assistance. sba.gov/local-assistance. Okay, and you want to talk to them, make an appointment. They're counselors, they're free, help you with any kind of problem you have in starting a business or expanding a business. So one of the programs available for every business. It's called the Small Business Credit Initiative to make sure you get the money you need to start your business. Now here, I forgot on the home energy thing. Here's the website you want to go to find out about all the programs that are available where you live to reduce your utility bills. These are grants, loans, direct payments, all kind of subsidies they have. It's D as in David, SIRE USA. D as in David, SIREUSA.org. Okay, you go to that website, put in your state, and you'll see dozens of organizations. Okay, here's another thing that the rich people do. Oh, I have 2 number 1s here. That should be 2. The next one is get free treatment by the best doctors in the world. The rich use this stuff like no way, because they know they got better treatment by people who are experts in their condition, not your local doc who's treating all kinds of things. No, there's a database at NIH called clinicaltrials.gov. Clinical, CLINICAL, trials, like trial and order, TRIALS.gov. Put in there, put in your condition, and 400,000 programs are there. They're getting grants, these doctors, to help people with problems that can't be solved and they have trouble solving. I had a single, I still have a hole here. When I first learned about this, I found they had a clinical trial for, they wanted to try single dental implants. So I said, hey, you could use me. Free, you even get money to volunteer. They don't ask you for your income. There's no income requirement whatsoever. And what happened was, though, I talked about that. I went on Larry King and talked about that, and the poor guy doing the trial got 1,000 phone calls or whatever. But he bumped me off the list, whatever it was. I guess I deserved that. Okay, here's another one. To pay your hospital bills. Now, this is really for income-related people, not for the rich. But they're covered anyway. They don't have to worry about it. But here's what they will, there's 70% of the people who get a hospital bill don't have to pay it, and they don't know that. Because the hospital doesn't tell you. They'll just bill anybody. You don't have insurance, they'll bill you and beat on you with bill collectors and all that stuff. But they're not allowed to do that. And 70%, but there's income requirements, and 70% of the people who get those things don't have to pay them, but they don't know. So they find out going in debt, borrowing money, trying to get that off their credit rating. Okay, don't do that. Go to this website, $4, DOLLAR, FOR.org, and you put in the amount of your bill and some other information there, and they'll tell you if you don't have to pay it. 70% of people getting that bill don't have to pay it. 70%. Now that's amazing. That's what knowledge is power. Information is power. And then that's what knowing that, because they see all these programs that are free never advertise. So you're used to going to Google, everybody's there advertising and trying to find money from you, because that's what Google is. They want to get money from you. See, none of these programs are in there because they want to give money to you. So they're in there, but you never find them. You'll just find 200 million people want to get money from you. So you can't go there. You have to go to other places to find that. And that's what letsgohelp.com is, to help you find these other places. Again, you can ask us 100 questions a day if you want, and we'll help you. Because see, you're not going to just apply to one website and solve your problem. It usually takes a little more effort than that. And you're going to fail, then have to try again. And that's why we have people helping each other every step of the way to help you 24/7. Okay, here, if you have a small business, a grant, $25,000 grant to buy equipment for your business. That's a grant. You don't have to pay that back. People don't realize that. All these kind of programs are there. Again, if you want more on that, then you go back to SBA.gov where the heck is it? /local-assistance, SBA.gov /local-assistance. And another website you could do to start looking for ways to pay for other expenses, go to findhelp.org and put in your zip code, and see in that database is 600,000 programs that only give out money, 600,000 programs, only giving out money. Nobody there will ever ask you for money, okay? They want to give you money, but you don't know because they don't advertise. See, we're just marketing and advertising and capitalism just, you have to have money to play that game. And so many people in America don't. We have a higher rate of poverty in our country than any other developed country. Now that's a sin. So that's why my mission at lesgohelp.com is to help people realize there's two parts of our economy. One that is capitalism, wants to get money from you, and that's 60% of our society. The other side is the loving society, the giving society, our community society. That's 40%. That's just there to help you and do it for free. That's the government and nonprofit organization. That's 40%. So let me teach you how to use it. The fat cats use the hell out of it. So why don't you? Because you don't know where to go. So let me tell you where to go. Okay, see you soon.